Students, welcome to class 6 subject mathematics chapter whole numbers, and it's me MD Altaf Hussain. So today we will learn about whole numbers. So before that we have to recall what is natural number. So we know the collection of number which is started from 1 2 3. These numbers up to infinity is called natural numbers, and whole numbers is those numbers in this collection. If we include 0 in natural number collection, then the collection become whole numbers. So what are the number will be there? Their number will be 0 1 2 3 4 dot dot up to infinity. All these numbers collected together is called whole numbers. Now successor of a whole number. To find successor, we have to add. What is the process? That add 1 with the given number. So process to find successor of a whole number. So first what we have to do, we have to add 1 with the given whole number. Then the result will be, the addition or the result will be successor of the given whole number. So take one example. Suppose 253. This one is a whole number. Now what we have to do, we have to add 1. So we will get 254. This one is the successor of 253. Similarly, find predecessor of a given whole number. So for that what you will do, so what we have to do here, first write, so subtract 1 from the given whole number, so therefore result will be predecessor of the given whole number. Example, suppose 257 is a given number, given whole number. So therefore predecessor will be 257 minus 1 equal to 256. This is the answer. Next we will see that operation on whole number. Operations on whole number. So here operation means addition. So what do you mean by operation? So operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are all included in the operation of a whole. So we have to know some properties of operation on whole number. Properties of operation that is addition. Properties of addition of whole numbers. So what are the properties are there? First is closure property. So closure property means what? If we have a number a and another number b, so if you add a plus b, a b here whole numbers, so a plus b also a whole number. This one also will be a whole number. It's called closure property. Example, a suppose 2, b suppose 5, and a plus b equal to 2 plus 5, that is 7. So a b are whole number and a plus b also a whole number. Then commutative property. Commutative property. So what do you mean by commutative property? If a is a whole number and b is another whole number, these are whole numbers, then we can say in commutative property a plus b equal to b plus a. That means both side addition will be equal. Example, suppose a equal to 2, b equal to 5. So what you will get? A plus b, 2 plus 5, that is 7. Again b plus a will be 5 plus 2, that one is also 7. So a plus b equal to b plus a, this satisfied. That means it is commutative. Similarly, we will see additive property of 0. This is the another property, additive property of 0. What does it mean? It means any whole number. If a is any whole number and if you add with 0, so always you will get a, that one again a whole number. So a plus 0 equal to a and 0 plus a is also a. Okay. Then associative property, associative law. Associative law is telling that if we have a, b, c are three whole numbers, then a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. This will be equal. Example, if a equal to 2, b equal to 5 and c equal to 7, then we can add a plus b plus c. So here we will get a means 2 and 5 plus 7 if you add first, so you will get 12, that is 14. Again a plus b plus c, here a means 2, b means 5 and c means 7, so 7 plus 7 gives us 14. So therefore a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. So this that means it satisfied associative property. So now we will see we will use the associative property for the given sum. Suppose the question is find the sum of 3678 plus 999. So we can use here 3678 plus 1000 minus 1, that is 3678. Now associative law is used here, okay, and this minus 1 is written later. So we have used here associative law. So if you add, so you will get 4678 minus 1, and if you subtract 1, so you will get what? 4677. So this is the answer for this. So what we have done, we have used here associative property. So another problem, if they asked you to find 34876 plus 9999, so how do you add this? So we will again use associative property here, that we will write 1 lakh minus 1 in place of 9999. So if we apply the associative law between three whole numbers, so this will become 34,876 plus 1 lakh minus 1. So if you add this, so you will get 1 lakh, sorry, it was 1 lakh 4, oh it was 1 lakh here, but here it is, I have written, sorry, it will be 10,000 it will be, so 1 0 is more here. So if you add 10,000, so it will be 44,876 minus 1, so it will give you 44,875. so this is the required answer. So now we will see magic square. Magic square is a square where numbers, if you add horizontally or perpendicularly all the time, or if you add diagonally all the time, you will get same number. So we have to take here a table of 3 cross 3. So I am removing the other parts. So we, if you put here 9 2 7, again 4 6 8, so what we have to do here, the other numbers are 5, 10, 3. If you add horizontally, you will get 18. Here also you will get 18, 18. If you add column wise or perpendicularly, you again get 18, 18, 18. And if you add diagonally, that time also you will get 18. This diagonal also will give you 18. So this possible only only certain numbers, so that's why it's called magic square. So we have to find such numbers to make this type of magic square. So thank you, have a nice day.